Carolyn, it is so wonderful to talk to you. You played a hell of a game, and it seemed like it ended a little bit too short. How are you feeling watching it all back and seeing the reaction from all the fans?
Okay, so I can truthfully say, like, I don't read a whole ton of stuff, like, unless people send it to me, and that's the truth. And it's really honestly, to protect my own mental health. And truly, I mean, this is a journey and this is a process. Of course, I watch it back and I am a little bitter. I'm like, wait, what is this? And what is this? Because again, I feel like on Survivor, like there was so much shown of me, like everything. Like people would ask, "Is there anything we didn't see?" And I'd be like, "They pretty much showed it all." And so with this, it's like there's like that shock of like, "Wait, what?" Or "Show this," or "Why wasn't?" And okay, I'm struggling with like the round table 100%. I'm struggling with that channel or the mission where I'm like, okay, I did not purposely put myself in the, or did I purposely put myself there? Yes, but it wasn't for the, I wasn't like, ooh, oh crap, darn it. I did that by like, no, I truly thought like no one would believe that somebody who actually is a traitor would put themselves in that spot. That was my thought. And so when I'm worried too about like, because truly every time I was in the turret, it's like I can't trust a word she said. So it's almost like, should I do the opposite? That's what my brain was always going. Like, should we go for this person tonight? Should we go to, okay, are you really thinking that? Or here, let me just go to the opposite. That was my thought every single time I'm in the turret. Okay. Uh, After knowing that she's going for me, because before that I trusted her. I'm going crazy. Okay, I'm going way off the topic, but no, I don't read it or I don't read or listen to it done. But my point to this is I have obviously like there's so much like hate out there for Danielle, and I just never think that that's warranted for any like for anyone truly. I don't. It doesn't make me feel better to like slam someone or hurt someone, and I have gone off a little bit. Um, I'm keeping it in my journal now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw you opened up that journal and gave us that poem, which was pretty spicy, but you wrote that in like the heat of the moment. Where do things stand with you guys now?
I mean, like, I don't know. Like, there's people. So here, like, here's the thing. There's people like that you just connect with like naturally and genuinely, and she just really never was one of them for me. And again, it's like that's okay. Early on, yes, I felt like, yeah, this is someone I could like work with and whatever, and I felt like I was until I wasn't. Um, but again, I'm not gonna like force anything after the game, certainly, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. That makes sense. Now, you talked about that there's so much more that you wish that fans could see to give like a broader understanding of your journey and your gameplay. Besides that chess piece moment, which you talked about, is there another thing that you're like, damn, I really wish they got to see that?
I just wish there was just more that was able to be shown at the round table. I wish
Yeah.
that but again, at the end of the day, she got me. So whether or not like they showed more and less of me crying, I did cry the whole time. I didn't feel prepared. I'm pissed at myself that I reacted emotionally too, because truly in my head, in my heart, I wanted to just keep going and not go for her until she came for me. And I really truly feel like it was kind of the same. Was she throwing my name out the whole time and whatever? Yes. Was I? Yeah, I could, but there were periods of trying to work with her. But I wanted to just keep quiet, another round table, because that's the truth. Like I hadn't talked to everyone. I hadn't, so I blame myself where it's like, oh my gosh, you reacted emotionally to some stuff that was said, which triggered this whole explosion. And so for me, like too, it's like the comments and things that are said, it truly hurts. And so I play this game as myself. And so just being, I guess I remember telling her in the turret, like, you're gonna have to make up a whole ton of stuff about me because you don't have anything on me. And I mean, that's literally exactly what she did. So it did, like, even like my arguments against her, she flipped. I mean, it was completely, you just flipped onto me. And I can't help but feel like, oh my gosh, this is like she's distorting my reality. I feel like I'm completely gaslit. Of course, it brings me back to like all of these times in my life where, again, I've either been discounted or I've had people treat me like that or talked down to or been called stupid or been. So it was so emotional for me that, like, that's something I already am self-conscious of. Before I went out there, I was like, should I take debate courses? Should I? I've never been like I'm a very emotional speaker. That doesn't that doesn't there's people don't always respond well to that either. But I really do believe at the end of the day, it came down to certain people like really believing that she was a traitor and not really sure if I was. I mean, truly. So I
Interesting.
don't take it like I lost the like no, I don't. I don't. I feel like yes, people just knew that she was a traitor and obviously in this game, that's a smart thing to do is to keep the people who are actually keeping you alive around. So
Interesting. Very interesting. Now, you said like, oh, should I have taken debate courses? Is there anything that you're like now looking back? I wish I had said this one sentence and that could have turned the tides.
no, no, because I feel like um I feel like I was able to. It just like, we see what we see.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking back at your whole game, what aspect of it are you most proud of?
That I was able to be myself. And again, like I'm going out here as first of all, feeling I had to do a lot of just like self-talk just to prepare myself for even going out there because I knew that it's going to likely be like, the survivor legends. I don't think of myself in that category with Tony or with Boston Rob or with Jeremy. I don't or Parvati or Sandra or Suri or Stephanie. Those are not like I don't ever think of myself like that. So I had to like be like, Carolyn, you got the call just like they did. And I really had to pump myself up. Otherwise, I would have walked into that castle with my head down and being all, but then when Boston Rob came, because again, that's like an idol. That is Boston Rob. And I'm not going to lie to you. I was so intimidated by him. It wasn't like that with Tony or Jeremy. Boston Rob is like literally the king. And so I was so scared of him. And especially after like the Bob the Drag Queen stuff, I was like, oh, but he is such an amazing person. And I wish it's like, I don't like to be judged. And I 100% was like, let my own insecurities and fears like get in the way of that truly. But also at the same time, there's just not enough time to like actually connect and talk. But I did write him a poem. I just didn't have time to read it to him there. Um, but truly, I'm just proud that like there's all these people out there who I don't live that kind of life. Okay, that some of them live, which I'm happy for them that they can. And I'm not like that. I live in Minnesota, like, you know what I'm saying? And so that's why, like, even with Brittany Haynes, I felt like I could relate to her on that level because it's like we're both moms from the Midwest. And it's like, where are we? Um, and so I'm glad that I wasn't like I never felt this like desire to change who I was or like talk it up like, well, that last weekend in Paris, like I've never been to Paris. I don't know about anything you're talking about right now, but I'm here. So I never felt like I needed to like change to be around any of these people. I wasn't embarrassed to be me. There were times where I was like alone, where I picked last, where people aren't talking to me, and I just kind of sat there like, but not in discomfort or not in like, I'm embarrassed. I just was like, yeah, like because I truly love myself and am proud of myself, and I don't feel like I have anything to like be embarrassed or ashamed of. So I'm just proud that I was able to like go out there and be myself and not do anything in the game where like and I'm not like knocking how people play. People can play these games however the heck they want. And it's like, this is cutthroat. I guess for me, after such a like hard year in my life, I was so excited to go out here because I'm a huge fan. I sleep in my cloak. I have my party headbands. I love this game. Alan is an icon. Like I was beyond excited when I got the call because again, I'm thinking this is going to be so fun. And so going out there and it being like as serious as it was, and again, I'm not saying it shouldn't be serious. This is a game and blah, but I didn't think that there would be like people at that level of like because those roundtables were intense. I didn't expect to be like crying that bad at my roundtable, but this again, stuff hurt. It's like I'm a human, and when you play these games as yourself, it hurts sometimes. Um, but overall, like, it was a great experience. I'm so freaking grateful, truly. Like, I'm not just like trying to say that I was for a while, but it's actually genuine now.